Welcome. In front of me is a Poco M6 Pro, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So we're gonna start off by opening up settings, and here we're gonna navigate to display. And here you have a couple of things. So number one, we have light and dark mode, which are visible right at the front with these big tiles. Now this will allow you to change either from light to dark or vice versa, a mode. But below that we have actually an option to switch on a schedule. So you have two different methods. You have sunset to sunrise or on a custom timer. And when set, it will automatically change to light mode or dark mode, depending on the time of day. Now, right now it's 3 a.m. and that falls under the night mode category, so it automatically turns it on. I am gonna go back to the light mode. I think it looks better on the camera. Anyway, below that, we'll have a couple additional things, like for instance the color scheme. This is just the saturation of the display. Now, by default, most manufacturers put their device into what they call vivid mode or saturated, depending on how they want to call it. Here we have vivid and saturated. And if you find that the colors are a little bit too bright for you, too vibrant, you might want to change it to something else. Though here, it's not much of a difference. The standard is going to be the one that probably looks the most natural, though if you're not used to it, the first change might seem like the image just kind of becomes a little bit more yellowish. And we also have the color temperature right here, so you can actually change the hue of the display altogether. Default is basically the middle point, which is white. So the white background seems to be, well, most white. Obviously, if you start picking one of those, it will just start shifting colors. Not sure if this is very visible in the camera, but it is just kind of cycling through different hues. And you can also just pick one of those. So you have warm, cold, custom, and default. Now going back into our display, we scroll down, we have refresh rate right over here. And we have two different modes. We have the default and we have the custom. Now, apparently Xiaomi decided to make those two both be the same. So default uses both refresh rates, so 60 and 120. If this is actually running LTPO display, that would mean that it's probably dropping it even lower to 10 or 1 Hertz, which is good for battery purposes. So it will preserve a little bit more battery life. Obviously, higher refresh rate drains more battery, but the way the default recommended option works when it's utilizing both of them is when there is content moving, like this ball, for instance, jumping, it's running the display at 120 Hertz, so it's going to consume more power right now. But on any other page like this one, it's going to drop it below that, so 60 or maybe even lower, to obviously preserve battery. Now here, as you also seen, we have the custom mode, and it allows you to permanently set it to one of the two, either the 60 or 120. I wouldn't recommend selecting it to be permanently 120. If you want 120, obviously go with the default. But the 60 option is good for just strictly battery purposes. If you want to have the best battery life on your device, then you might want to just change it to 60. Other than that, go with the default. Now, moving on into the next option, we're gonna navigate to home screen. And here we're gonna find our system navigation. Now, I have been using buttons for this video, but we do have the option to use gesture navigation, which is what I'm gonna enable. When you tap on it, it will bring up this guide, letting you know that you can learn these. I already know how to use it, so I'm gonna select not now. And there we go. It gives you this bar. And if you have never used it, obviously you swipe up to go home and swipe from either side to go back, swipe up and hold to go to recent applications. Now, additional thing that you can find in here is the hide full screen indicator. And this little bar at the bottom is the full screen indicator. So you can just get rid of it for a cleaner look on your device. As you can see, this device has a very minimal bezel, so hiding things like the indicator makes it even look better. Now, with that being said, this would conclude the tweaks and tricks I wanted to show you. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.